We are the Attar Martin family. My name is Cindy Martin, and I'm a first grade teacher at Friends School. And I am also the mother of 2 grown sons and a 3-year-old daughter.
You're going to let your piggies free?
Yeah.
Oh, you're taking your socks off too?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Stacy Attar, and I'm a school counselor, and I have 1 daughter who's 3.
I was married for 22 years, and I thought very happily to someone. I met Stacy when we were teaching together. Then something just seemed to happen where it felt more than just being friends.
Mm-hmm.
You say?
Very similar for me. I was married as well and wasn't necessarily looking for anything particular. And then met Cindy, and here we are 7 years later.
Yeah. It was very nerve-wracking because, first of all, I couldn't believe it myself that my marriage was going to be over, and I wanted to be with someone of the same gender.
You finished your lunch? Yes.
Singer's back.
You know what? We need to get ready for a nap.
Trying to figure out what other people were going to say and feel was quite a burden. My family came through for me, and all get along beautifully, and we're all very happy together.
My immediate family was okay, but to anyone beyond that, they wanted to protect me, or they weren't sure how other people were going to react. So I think that was their biggest challenge.
As far as being a couple, I think we've been very, very lucky in that we have not come across a lot of discrimination. Where the challenge lies is when you try to live as a couple like married couples do. You hope to have medical insurance. Most places don't allow partners to be put onto medical insurance.
Like Social Security and
Yes, Social
taxes
Security, taxes, we don't get any breaks or
retirement
anything
benefits,
like
things
that.
like that.
We're surprised when I say, well, I have to carry a piece of paper around with me that says that, Stacy is legally allowed to make a medical decision for me. As far as our daughter, I adopted her. Stacy had her, and I adopted her legally, but that adoption is only seen legal in Maryland.
Yeah, well, as far as having a child together, that was a difficult decision. I certainly wanted to have a child because I hadn't had one before. For Cindy, I think it was a little more difficult, so she has 2 older sons. However, she was very accommodating, and we have a beautiful daughter as a result. The whole process was very interesting, I guess you could say. We found a place called Fairfax Cryo Bank, and once we found them, then there was a whole process of deciding which donor you would like to use. We looked for someone who looked similar to me, just so that Anna, we could have more guarantee that she would look like me, or somebody, not so much just me, but kind of, it's hard to randomly pick someone to look like Cindy when you're working on a computer. So we went with someone that had dark hair and dark eyes and that kind of thing. But most importantly was their medical background. So we got a full medical history, and we reviewed a few different donors and then finally picked one. As far as Anna not having a father specifically in her life, it's never really concerned me much. She has 2 parents that obviously love her very much. And as a counselor, I work with many, many children and families who have come from a variety of situations. And the thing I notice the most is that if they have love and stability in their life, they're going to be okay. The key really, I believe, really is the security and the comfort and the love that they get on a day-to-day basis. And she, at this point, seems very comfortable with, other children who have mommies and daddies, and or her mommy and Mimi, and she's, really happy with that. She's always excited to share us as much as the other children are.
Yes, yes.
So what story are we going to read?
We had started talking about having a child. My own sons were in their 20s, and I certainly had decided that my days as a mother of a toddler were way over, and I was looking forward to traveling and going out to dinner spontaneously and impulsively, and did not really like the idea too much in the beginning of having another child. However, I knew it was important to Stacy, and she'd never had that opportunity, and I couldn't take that from her. So I decided, yes, we would have one more child, and I can tell you that I can't imagine life without Anna. My life has been totally turned upside down by this little girl. However, I had always wanted one more child in my life and was always hoping to have a little girl. So she's kind of my dream come true. She is loving and naive and fresh, and she looks at the world with big, bright eyes, and it's exciting to wake up with her every day. And it's exhausting to go to bed with her every night. But I wouldn't give up any of it.
Being pregnant was quite an experience for me. As after we had gone through everyone in my family getting to know Cindy and all that, I felt like it was another thing that was going to be maybe surprising to them. I always wanted to have a child, and actually when I split up from my husband, one of the first things my mom quickly said was something about not being able to have a child.
Considering the fact that, here we decided that we would have one child, and it took a lot of talking for Stacy to get me to agree to that fact, I actually came to her last year saying, you know what, Anna needs a brother or a sister. So we are currently trying again for Stacy to get pregnant and to have one more child. For Anna, for us, I guess I've got to the point now where I just love starting over and over and over.
Well, you're already there. So.
Yes, and we're having a great time with her, and I love seeing everything for the first time in a child's eyes, and I didn't realize how much I had missed that. So we're going to do it again, hopefully, and have one more baby. One
Yeah,
more.
I had gotten my mind to accept that one was it, but then very quickly changed that. As soon as you brought it up, that wasn't a problem. I'm happy to have another one.
I don't feel like I'm gay or a lesbian or a heterosexual. The labels, I feel, trip us up. And I just want to be who I am and be allowed to show my emotions and my affection for the person of my choice. That's what I hope for Anna and any other children that we have, that they are allowed to express their love for someone no matter what gender they are.
It'd be nice for people just to see that we're just another family. We don't expect to push our views on anybody else. We don't expect them to think the way we do. It's the same for them. If we don't believe in anything in the same way they do, we accept their beliefs. And we just hope that people are more accepting for everyone, and especially for the children, obviously.
Dad, what? You going bye-bye?
Too close? Close enough? I'm feeling flushed. It's all that wine I've been drinking. No. One. Or two. You've got that on camera. One more. Girl Scouts, I'm not so sure. Would be a great program for her.
That's mine.
Sister, when I told her, I had actually gone out to, I think it was lunch or dinner with her, and it was breakfast. And I can remember sitting across from her, and I said to her, Barbara, I have something very seriously to tell you. And she looked at me with these big eyes, just waiting. and I said, I'm leaving George and I'm in love with another woman. And this look of relief came over her face, and she says, oh, I thought you were going to tell me you were an alcoholic or something.
Okay, there you go. Oh, you're gonna see yourself crying. Oh no.
Well, we knew we were going to pictures one day. So.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Are we going to be famous?
Listen. She's ready. Oh wait, I gotta turn it on.
You don't want to see those stinking piggies.